Gargiulo's. In Coney Island, but we're going to Gargiulo's and can't wait to get some good Italian food. Our guest on the show today is a talented and prolific musician who I happen to have the luxury of being in a band or two with. He's also an amazing, talented artist, and hey, it doesn't hurt that he also happens to be a foodie who is also my best friend, Mr. Jay Sharp. Before she learns to crawl, the swagger's in her step. Located at 2911 West 15th Street in Brooklyn, New York, more specifically Coney Island, Gargiulo's has been around since about 1907. It's uber famous. People like Jimmy Durante to locals like myself and Jay Sharp. Jay used to come here with his family, and one of the things that no longer exists was this big octopus that would be on the top of the ceiling, and its tentacles would go outside into different rooms of the restaurant. Pretty cool. Gone, but still pretty cool. Alright folks, a little bit of honesty here. Not everyone who moves to New York City or lives in New York City lives in Brooklyn. Hate to break it to you. I know I don't. If you need to figure out how to get to Coney Island and how to get to Gargiulo's, go to hopstop.com or go to their app and type in how to get there, and guess what? It'll tell you. But I'll do you a favor and tell you right now. You got the D, you got the F, you got the Q, you got the N. Once you're there, you just make a right once you get out of the train station. Pretty simple, right? Yep. What's so great about Gargiulo's for me is its location. It may be a trek on the train, but it's a trek to Coney Island, one of my favorite places in New York City. You can actually spend your day going to the boardwalk, going on the beach, playing some games, going on some rides, just having so much fun. And then when it's time for dinner, have an elegant meal and go to Gargiulo's. But do not be fooled. You can't go into this place in your flip-flops and your bikini. You better make sure you at least change into some proper clothing, because the sign states proper dress is required. Look at the pricing, and it's not that bad. I thought it was going to be a lot more. You excited?
Yes.
Yay. That menu, you guys, was absolutely overwhelming and delicious sounding. Everything sounded amazing. We could not wait to get that food in our bellies. But of course, we had to wait for our waiter, who was extremely sweet, and like every other waiter there, dressed to the nines. I told you guys, this place doesn't play around. It's a very elegant restaurant. We got some really delicious food.
I'm getting nostalgic.
Yeah, our bread is fresh.
I love these.
Look at the little dish. It really took Jay back home to the days when he came here with his family, and he loved every minute of it.
I'm not kidding, I'm gonna get ravioli meatballs.
Old school. Our food is here. I got tortellini Alfredo with cheese. Jay got ravioli and meatballs. Look at those fucking meatballs again. Are you happy?
They're really good. Try one.
Okay. Our food is gone.
We didn't like it.
Yeah, we hated every minute of how delicious it was. Nice. So yeah, we totally hated our food. Totally kidding. It was amazing, and we destroyed our table. It was such a mess, but it was worth every minute of that time spent eating that delicious food. So of course, the next thing up was dessert. And let me tell you, they did not fail us in that department either. Our dessert is here, and it looks delicious. I can't wait to taste it and get it in my body. So yeah, dessert was delicious, and the next place for me to go was to the ladies' room, because I said I'd review all of them. Problem, as you can see, I screwed up. What can I say? I'm not a camera genius. But I'll just say this. The bathroom was nice. It was very elegant and beautiful and pretty, as I would have expected in such a beautiful restaurant. Moving on, you're welcome.
Our food was so good that it knocked Jay the fuck out.
As it should. Good job, Jay. To review. Pros. To go to Gargiulo's means you get to go to Coney Island, so it's an awesome area to go to for a great restaurant. The decor in Gargiulo's is absolutely beautiful. If you go to this restaurant, you're going to be awestruck just by how big it is, how elegant the decor is, and the aquarium in the back that's just beautiful to look at. The staff at Gargiulo's are really friendly and very accommodating. Even if there wasn't something on the menu, they were willing to help you out and get something instead. And it goes without saying that the food is absolutely amazing. There wasn't anything wrong with anything we got. The pasta was al dente, it wasn't overcooked, everything was perfect. The bathrooms were on point, absolutely beautiful, everything was great. Well, as far as the ladies' room is concerned. I mean, I didn't go into the men's room. I'm not stupid. And your subway ride is actually really easy. There's so many subway options, well, 4, but still, it's a really easy trek to get down there. Cons. While it is an easy trek, it can be a long trek for many people. Make sure you know how much time you're going to be spending on the train. Other than that, it's not a bad ride at all. While the prices were probably a little bit more expensive than you're usually willing to pay, it was worth every penny. It was a lot cheaper than I expected, but it was still not exactly the cheapest thing in the world. But again, totally worth the price. Now, if you're going to an Italian restaurant, to expect gluten-free materials in the food is kind of weird, just being honest. So if you do have gluten allergies or you're trying to be a little healthy, just make sure the menu's for you. Otherwise, you're not gonna get what you really want. There aren't any gluten-free options on that menu, at least not yet. So make sure you know what you're in for when you go into the restaurant. Despite it being in Coney Island and by the beach, Gargiulo's does have proper attire required restrictions. If you're on the beach in your bikini, you're not walking into that restaurant like that. No way. This isn't a cafe on the boardwalk, folks. The last issue is an issue that really bugged me. The staff itself, they were awesome. They were really respectful. The customers, on the other hand, they were being a bit judgy. A lot of eye rolling, a lot of side talking. If you're someone who is very self-conscious about stuff like that, just be aware that that may happen. But honestly, who gives a shit what anyone thinks? Just go there and eat the food. All in all, Gargiulo's was a great experience. Bring family. It's that type of place. Just bring your family for a good old-fashioned Italian meal. If you'd like to hear more music by Jay Sharp, please check out www.jaysharp.bandcamp.com. If you'd like to hear more music from the Mighty JSC, please check out Falling Into Place, our EP from the Mighty JSC.